Hi, I'm Mac Berg, and I want to show you one of my all-time favorite notions, which would be the FastTurn. They come in sets, and they come individually packaged. The set's the best buy, by the way. What you do with this is turn the perfect little spaghetti strap, which would be very difficult to turn. They also make a FastTurn foot, which we're not going to demonstrate today, but I'm going to show you how you can do it on anybody's sewing machine. I've cut a bias strip, and I need to find out how big my tube is. So I'm going to wrap the strip around my tube and insert a pin at that point, and then slide the tube out. I want to make an accurate tube, but I don't really have to cut very carefully or even align these edges very carefully because I have my pin there, and I'm going to be sewing, measuring from the folded edge to this line. For that purpose, I have a foot that has a guide on it, but if you don't have a foot like that, you can just eyeball it. I'm inserting that into the machine. Lining it up underneath my presser foot and checking it out, and moving my needle over until it hits the pin line. Now you can do a straight grain cut of fabric as well as a bias, but bias turns much more easily than a straight. I'm going to even out the top edge of this a little bit, and I'm going to cut off the excess seam allowance because I only need to leave about 1/8 of an inch. You can use a rotary cutter for this as well if you have a long strip to do. Now, if I was doing this the old-fashioned way, and I've tried many a tool to do that, it would take me a very long time and a lot of frustration. I'm going to take my sewn tube and fit it onto my long hollow tube, bend it over the top of the tube, and insert the wire that corresponds with the tube. Turn and push like you're screwing a light bulb in until that little pigtail comes out the other end. Now the problem that some people have is they just start pulling back and they hit the top edge of the tube. Make sure that the pigtail is inserted in the center of the tube, and then start to gently pull on the wire as you push the fabric over the tube. And I'm going to cut some of this off and do it again. Once it starts, you're home free. And I'm now going to turn this whole tube in, count it, a couple of seconds. Done deal. This is another aspect of the FastTurn that I really love. Sometimes when I make a spaghetti strap, because it's on bias, it stretches and I want to give it more support. So I can fill that spaghetti strap with elastic or another round cord depending on what I want to fill it with. I've also used this to make trim for passementerie on garments. What you're going to do is start your tube. So I've already started my tube onto my FastTurn, so it's going. And then I insert the cord into the tube itself, and I can use my stiletto to kind of ease it in if I need to, if I need a pointy object. But once it's started, all you do is pull and it goes right in without you having to wrestle anything. And there you have it, a perfect filled tube.